Hello and welcome back to the Project Manchester United. Today we have two huge games, one against Arsenal and one against Manchester City. Before we get into those games, we will recap how we have been since the opening game of the season, the Community Shield against Liverpool. We are now in October, so we have played a number of games. Now, let's get straight into that schedule actually. So you can see we lost the Community Shield 1-0. Since then we've won every single game in the Premier League, including a 9-0 rout of West Ham. They got a player sent off in the 18th and one in the 91st, but we were just absolutely dominant throughout. We lost 2-1 to Newcastle, weirdly. Mancini, their centre-back, getting both goals. So a very weird game and very annoying away from home to lose that and end our brilliant streak. However, we then kept winning games after games. Southampton 6-0. We beat Atalanta 5-1 away from home. And it's actually half-time in the away game against Atalanta right now, which is 1-1. So maybe we will score 4 to make sure that we win. We also beat Bayern Munich in our group 3-0. Ronaldo hat-trick, of course. Unbelievable performance from us there. And then we beat Legia Warsaw 7-1. So we're top of our group. Another annoying loss. Just like last season, towards the end of the last season, when we lost against bottom place team, Sheffield United, who sit in 18th, beat us 3-2. How does that work? I don't get it. But we're obviously doing well. Our away form has improved since last season, I'd say. 2 odd losses. Can't really help that sometimes. We did rest a few players as well, which we probably won't do anymore, considering these losses happen and we fall. I also said Arsenal and Man City. I actually meant Arsenal and Chelsea. I said Man City because today Man City are playing Liverpool. And if we look at the league, Man City and Liverpool are the top 2 teams. We are 3 points off, but Liverpool have a game in hand. So right now I'd say we're 6 points off because they're most likely going to win. So a draw would do us perfect. Maybe a Man City loss because I'm confident they'll drop points. So we'll see about that. If we take a look, Ronaldo is the top scorer for us with 13 goals, 4 goals in the Champions League. We are through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. And if we beat West Ham, I believe we have someone like Barnsley. And then we are entering the third round. So we're obviously having a great season. 17 goals for Ronaldo so far. And our player of the match is, Shed nicely. A few things to note. Harry Maguire actually got an award. He got Player of the Month for August, which is a big shock. Cristiano Ronaldo then got Player of the Month. Where is Cristiano Ronaldo? He's also not on the icons list, which is a bit of a shock. But Cristiano Ronaldo got Player of the Month for September as well. He's going up and he is 37 years old. He's unbelievable. And Greenwood got Young Player of the Month for September. Ronaldo Goal of the Month for September. So we've absolutely dominated everything. Pep just pipping us to Manager of the Month. A few more other things to note. UEFA Champions League, we are the favourites in the competition with odds of 4. And we've started like it, so hopefully we can continue that. I think next is Liverpool at like 7.5, so we're doing well there. And then the Premier League, obviously since we left, there was massive transfers happening. So we can see, is this Aaron Ramsey? Oh no, okay, I thought that was the other guy. Pedri obviously joined us. Zaniolo has joined Chelsea. Souček at Newcastle. Some huge moves happening. Lautaro, that's Lisandro Martinez, I was going to say. Julian Draxler has gone to Leicester. Mingueza has gone to Chelsea. Marcus Edwards has joined Wolves. A few interesting ones. Keita to Milan. Gundogan to Bayern Munich. Zinchenko to Inter. And obviously massive ones like Haaland went to... Haaland might have been in this one. Yeah, so Haaland went to City for 114 mil. James Ward-Prowse is at Liverpool, got sent off on his debut actually. Renato Sanchez is at Man City. Mendy's at Man City, so they've really strengthened their team. But yeah, some very interesting... Hudson Edouard to Brentford, unbelievable. So some very interesting things happening. But The only thing we're interested in today is the Man United versus Arsenal game. It's a game we must win to stay on top, and I think this is going to be our first 11. This tactic has been working away from home. However, Kesse has been insanely disappointed, and he wants us to give him a fair amount of playing time, but is also happy if he's sold. I can see us selling him, no problem. Pogba also requested to leave. We put him as an offer to club for 130 mil. Very happy if someone pays that, maybe even 100 mil. But yeah, I'm happy if he goes. He's just not performing the way he should. Pedri, 6.8. Our midfield just aren't performing the way they should, and I don't think it's up to... I'm going to switch it up, actually. Instead of advanced playmaker, maybe play him on a roaming playmaker. See what that does. Bellingham, luckily, is performing 7.26. He's doing quite well, which is obviously good. Greenwood performing out of his skin, 10 goals. Only 6.9 in the last 5. But anyway, the first 11 is here. Ronaldo leading the line. Mbappe's back for his first game. I think second game, actually. He's doing okay. 4 goals, but he's assisting only twice. But he seems to be in the build-up of moves, which is good. But I do want him to score more. I want him to be that guy. Alex Telles. Should we give Telles a chance now, actually? We're lucky because 8.02 rating and Luke Shaw's got a 7.5. We're blessed in that department. So we're actually going to play them. So we have Twanzebe. Kind of bringing him into the squad a little bit now. Might as well give him the chances. Rashford actually has been unbelievable. So it's a bit unlucky that he's losing his place to Mbappe today. But it's Mbappe, you kind of have to. We're just going to add Jadon Sancho, who hasn't played this season really since his injury. So you've got Jadon Sancho, Rashford, Martial, Pogba and McTominay will be there. And then you've got Christensen, Luke Shaw, anyone else that we want to bring in. Possibly Van der Beek. Van der Beek instead of Pogba, why not? Pogba wants to leave. He's not doing well, so why keep him in? We'll stay positive. We will ask our assistant. Belotti is in their side. Aubameyang's in their side. Very good. And of course, Odegaard. You got Saka. You got Kieran Tierney. Hector Bellerin is now back. So not a bad team, Arsenal. It's not going to be an easy game, but we are still going positive. We're still going on more of our attacking tactic. And we've just got to see what we can do. And this is a massive game. We need to win. We need Liverpool and City to probably draw would be the most fair result and the one that helps us in the league the most. So let's see what we can do. Pump our fists. I'm expecting to see solid work out there. I'm also going to say I'm expecting you to take control of the midfield. The midfielders. I feel like that's where we're lacking a bit. Oh no, why are we playing this tactic? That's a mistake. Bruno in DM. Well, there you go. That's for not focusing. Let's quickly change that now. So we'll go to our first one. We're positive. Everything seems good. And now we're going to change him to the Roman playmaker. So everything should be normal again. An early tactical change. Okay. I mean, no team talk has been given. Hand over. Hello? Okay, we're back. That's good. So the tactic is sorted. Pedri is the Roman playmaker. Like I said, the midfield is kind of where we're losing it a little bit. Our CDMs are letting us down. Our playmakers aren't, getting 8 ratings and 7 point something ratings, which we expect really with a team like this, players like this, etc. Tellez whips one in, back post. Greenwood might have just clipped the bar there, but the main thing is it did not go in, so nothing helping us there. 6 shots to 3, 50% possession, and we have another highlight. Bruno whips one in. Harry Maguire, the player of the month for August, with 4 goals. I think he actually got a hat-trick in 1 goal, which is crazy. But a lot of things happening here. We're on key highlights, we are. A lot of important things happening. We're going to demand more from the boys. Hopefully that motivates them just a little bit. It does, and we have a highlight straight off the back of it. Mbappe out on the left-hand side. It's going a little bit too fast. Let's slow that down so we can actually see what's happening. Bruno Fernandes picks it up, plays it through to Mbappe. He doesn't take the shot. He plays it to Greenwood, who takes the shot. And again, Mbappe involved. You want Mbappe scoring. You want Mbappe to be getting your 50 goals a season. Even when we're playing him up top, he's not necessarily doing that. But if he's laying off the ball for Greenwood to get his 11th of the season, I'm very happy with that. And with that, we go top of the table. We're going to point the finger and we're going to say, don't get complacent. It motivates them. That is what we need in big games like this against Arsenal. I think I've said it before. Arsenal are my biggest rivals. Obviously, growing up, they had Vieira, Henry, Ljungberg, Pires. They were dominating English football. They were the Invincibles for a while. We had those battles where Campbell... Oh, hello. Ronaldo, that was close. I don't know why it's jumping a little bit as well. But I remember when Solskjaer got elbowed by Campbell running down the wing, and that flame, that fight, that fire, not only was it brilliant and that desire was there, but it also made me hate Arsenal a little bit. So now every game we play, I want to win, and we're not going to do that by giving the ball away. Luckily, Belotti up front can't keep it under control. We might look to, I don't know why it's jumping a little bit. We might look to implement another tactic. So we've obviously... De Gea, first of all, thank you for saving us. Varane, I'm going to shout at you and demand more, because that was just not good enough. But I might implement another tactic. We've got our 4-2-3-1, which has worked for 2 seasons straight. It's purely attacking. There's no real defensive option other than the 4 at the back. Oh my Christ. Now, God knows why this is jumping so much. I do apologise for it. It hasn't for a while. I did leave my PC open for a bit, so it could be that. But it shouldn't be happening. But anyway, we're going to take off Mbappe and we're going to put on Rashford. Just because Mbappe's tired, he's just come back from injury. So we're going to give him that opportunity. And Rashford has been performing anyway. So he deserves to start. And to be fair, we might even drop Mbappe to the bench for a while. Because there's no chance you're dropping Rashford in the form that he's in. So we keep him in the side. Might bring on Donny van der Beek soon. But there you go. 5 goals this season from corners. Harry Maguire makes it 2-0 in the 66th minute. An unbelievable goal. We might take off... let's go through this highlight and then probably take off Pedri for Van der Beek, or do we slow the game down, see it out, implement a CDM, something like that? I don't want to. But like we were saying before, Bruno, that's unbelievable. Wins it. Ronaldo back to Greenwood. Greenwood shoots. Oh, and you won't be surprised if that goes in. Let's take off Pedri and let's put in Donny van der Beek. But like we were saying, we like the idea, as we're just going to drop everything a little bit more, just to sort of see the game out as well. It's what we do every game when we're winning by an amount where we probably don't have to worry too much. It saves the energy for the boys, which is obviously important. Fernandez getting a little bit tired. He's key to our team. So we're going to take him off. We're going to implement that CDM and we're going to put Scott McTominay in. Simple as that. Scott McTominay has been performing quite a bit as well, so I'm happy for him to sit in that role. But we're going to praise the boys as well. They've had a good game. 31 shots against Arsenal is brilliant. Will we keep this clean sheet? Before this game is over, like I was saying, we want to implement a 3 at the back formation with wing backs and everything. So that's something we could potentially look into middle of the season, slowly implement it and hopefully become comfortable throughout the season with it. But a very good performance. We're going to outstretch the arms. We're going to say, well done. It was a good win for us. We've beaten my arch nemesis, our rivals. And we're actually going to have a look at the Liverpool-Man City game, which I thought was on at the same time, but apparently not. It finished 0-0, which is exactly what we needed. Brilliant stuff for goals, for the result, everything. So now with 12 games played, we're 1 point ahead of Man City. And they have a game in hand, but they're just 1 point ahead now. So even if they win, it's only 4 points, not 6. That is huge for us, as Bruno apparently is getting a assist bonus, which I'm happy to pay that out. Varane, because of that mistake, I'm not going to rate you. Anyway, we are going to play this away tie in the EFL Cup against West Ham, who obviously we beat 9-0 at home, so hopefully we can repeat that. And then we're going to come back to play Chelsea, who weirdly are sitting in 11th. Who is their manager now? Stefano Pioli. He might be getting the sack if we beat him. So we are here for the Manchester United versus Chelsea game. Chelsea are now sitting in 9th, and they actually just had a great result against Everton and Scunthorpe. 2 7-0s back-to-back, 4-1s. They're in good form, high goal scoring form as well. So we have to be careful. It might not be as easy as it looks in the table. If we do win, of course, we go top of the table. Liverpool are playing Aston Villa, who are sitting in 17th, so you expect them to win that and keep pushing that gap. In midweek, we did play, obviously, in the Carabao Cup after the Arsenal game, and we did win 3-0 away from home, nice and comfortable. Donny van de Beek scoring an absolute wonder goal. We'll see if we can load that up, actually, because Van de Beek is someone I would like to play more. It's not going to happen. Maybe it should. Who knows? But I don't think it will, on the basis that in the game he's not overly great. And he's just not performing. But look at this. Waits for it. Bangs it. Unbelievable. So maybe he'll start getting more performances just off of the back of that. Who knows? So we have got Chelsea. In the EFL Cup 4th round, by the way, you can see Man City got knocked out by Wolves. So going into the next round, the quarter-final, we have Barnsley. There's a Merseyside derby. Preston have Arsenal and Chelsea have Wolves. But for today, it's all about Manchester United versus Chelsea. So we're going to be home. We're going to be playing in our main formation, the 4-2-3-1. We are going to have to rest a few players. We're going to rest Jude Bellingham. And I think we're going to put Van de Beek in, possibly. But let's have a quick look at the side. I haven't just yet. De Gea in goal. Wan-Bissaka, Varane could do with the rest, to be honest. But who do we have to bring in? Tuanzebe. I mean, Lindelof could potentially play. Matthias Ginter could play. But Varane's important. But I do think we need to rest him, which is a shame. Does Tuanzebe come in? I think Lindelof comes in. He's the fittest one out of them all. And has good links with Maguire still. So Maguire and Telles. Pedri and Van de Beek in the middle. Could be good, possibly. Van de Beek as the box-to-box. Pedri is the advanced playmaker. I think we're going to change that to Roman. See what that does as well. But Pogba is an option. James Garner's an option. A lot of players tired. We've got so many games, obviously, with the World Cup coming up and stuff. So we do have to play them carefully. We're going to switch out Mbappe for Rashford, Greenwood and Fernandes in that back three. And Ronaldo up top. Now, on the bench, we definitely want not to play Mbappe if we don't have to. So we will keep... I mean, where is... Anthony Elanga's injured. We've got Sancho, who's not great either. We'll put Ginter in place of Christensen. We have 2 centre mids. We have another centre mid. We have a wing and a striker. So it might be okay with that. I might put Garner in for Bellingham. Give Bellingham a proper rest. Not use him as a sub. Not be, sucked into it. And then bring Dalot in for sure to rest him as well. So it should be okay. We should have enough about us. I mean, it's a good enough side anyway. Romelu Lukaku, obviously in unbelievable form. Callum Hudson-Odoi in great form, 7.4. Christian Pulisic in good form. Mason Mount, Lukaku. Reece James will show on to his weaker foot. And I think we press... Actually, do we press Kante? No, we'll leave Kante. So, we're up against Stefano Pioli's side, Chelsea, in the Premier League. Again, these are the games we need to be winning. These top teams we need to be beaten to make sure that even if we do slip up against teams such as Sheffield and Newcastle this season, that we put it away in the games that matter. And those really are just slip-ups. We're going to say I trust him to make the difference. Have we spoken to the defenders yet? No. I'm expecting to see solid defensive work. So hopefully we do see solid defensive work, and hopefully the game doesn't jump as much as it did in the Arsenal game, because that was pretty annoying. Don't know why. But they have won all 5 on the bounce. They're in great form. They've got Nicolas Schüller and Zaniolo added to the side. But we have almost more than double their points. So hopefully we can pull this off. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the sack if they lose this, because they're just not doing well enough. But that'll be interesting to see. So they have the first highlight. It's Chilwell on the left-hand side, starting with the throw-in. They are, I believe, playing 5 at the back. Malang Sarr there getting the start as well. Chilwell to Jorginho. Lukaku finds Pulisic, who has the pace but doesn't have the vision, and it's blocked by Maguire. Brilliant to see De Gea just wasting it almost, but Ronaldo wins it. Bruno, Greenwood could have gone in. You back Greenwood to finish any one of those really. But there is another highlight. Alex Telles this time starting with the throw. Last time there was a throw, the other team countered and almost scored. This time we seem to keep it at least a little bit longer. Telles to Rashford, and there it is. Rashford and Pulisic both giving it away there. Then the keeper kicks it long. Who's going to win it? This time it's us, and Pedri recycles possession back to Lindelof. Bruno Fernandes out to Greenwood, finds Ronaldo. Ronaldo, who's on absolute fire form, finishes it, gets his 19th goal of the season. The guy is 37 years old, and he's just got his 19th goal of the season. His stats are going up. I don't know why the replays aren't on. They should be. Oh, apparently they're not showing. Okay. We usually do those. That would be fine. So, good start. 1-0. 9 shots to 4. 53% possession. We're on that positive mentality. We're performing well. Pulisic is absolutely dead. Zaniolo is absolutely dead. They've got to watch their players, as Lindelof, I believe, just got booked. As we keep an eye on our players' fitness. Pulisic looks to be injured. Whips one in, though. And whoever blocked that, it might have been Luke Shaw, but Sula almost putting it in the back of the net there. But a good block saves us. Now, we're going to say to the midfield, who aren't really performing 6.45s. I'm not happy with your playmaking efforts. The defence are doing well. The attack, I'm happy with the attack. We're doing well. Rashford could do a little bit better on 6.4. We're going to give him a little shout to demand more. That pleases him as well. And the midfield, again, I mean, look, almost everyone's on green. It's always our midfield that just aren't. It could be possible because we're playing, that's a great goal. Rashford whipping. I mean, we asked him to perform a bit better, and he's whipped an absolutely brilliant ball to Greenwood, arriving late to the back post to make it 2-0 to Manchester United in the 54th minute. Great touch from Bruno, great ball, and look at that late arrival. Chilwell not marking him, he gets away and finishes it as easy as you like to make it 2-0 to United. A very, very good goal. Bruno is injured, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take off Bruno and put Pedri there. Then we're going to bring on Paul Pogba in that roaming playmaker role. And we're also going to try something a little bit different. Focus play through the middle and go narrow. Now, that means if there are wider options, it will get out to the wider options. But Victor, I thought that was Maguire there, but Victor Lindelof, he gets his 3rd goal of the season. Another corner, Telles whipping it in. Telles must have a number of assists now. And Luke Shaw with the amount of corners we're scoring from. Maguire seems to have missed it, hopefully giving it to his partner. But look at that goal difference as well, 33 goal difference. Really, really good from us. We're going to lower everything. But yes, potentially playing more narrow will get the midfielders involved now. The overlap is still on. The options are there to go wide if we need to. So, maybe going narrow is an option. It's just we've got the wingers, we want to use them. It gets used as Rashford gets injured. Mbappe's only just come back from injury. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to improvise here. We're going to put Marcus Rashford in the CDM role, and we're going to bring on James Garner as a deep lying playmaker in support. We're going to leave him there. Greenwood is performing well, but we've already made our sub. Who is more important to us? Probably Cristiano Ronaldo. So we're going to put a fifth centre-back in. We're going to put Greenwood there. The narrow passing should definitely work now. We're going to take off the overlaps. Actually, let's keep on the overlaps. And we're going to replace him with Axel Tuanzebe. Can we play wide centre-backs? Let's try that. Let's put wide centre-backs in support here. And then put wing-backs on support a little bit higher. This is the kind of formation we were looking at implementing into the team anyway. So let's see how it works. They're not familiar with it, but for 15 minutes you should be able to do something and see the game out. No extra shots. We are obviously on a lower tempo, short passing, etc. But I will say it's been an unbelievable game, and it was an unbelievable game against Arsenal, an unbelievable midweek game against West Ham. We're doing really well, of course. Tellez there getting involved on the overlap left, on the support wing-back role. Pogba on that roaming playmaker. Back to Tellez. Maguire, can he give it to Van der Beek? He does. Van der Beek finds Pogba. Pogba whacks it. And Pogba with his first goal of the season. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. That is what we wanted. Hopefully Van der Beek pushes into that green rating with that assist. But no, he only gets a 6.8 as Pogba. Oh, there we go. He gets his 7.2, which is good. Everyone's absolutely knackered, which kills us. But a 4-0 win against Chelsea is exactly what we needed. We're doing so well. It's just those occasional slip-ups, you know, against Newcastle, against Sheffield United. We need to push those out and we will do well. Rashford out for 3 to 5 weeks, not great for us. And also, I mean, yeah, Tellez, you're on great form, by the way, so we're going to pat on your shoulder, your defensive work, sweet. PSG want Greenwood for apparently 129 million. I can confirm to you he's not going absolutely anywhere. Greenwood is unbelievable. But feel free to take Pogba. Feel free to take Kesse. Feel free to take someone. So we'll see who you can take. But yeah, we need to look into that option of why our centre mids aren't necessarily getting the same plaudits as our wider players. It might be focusing the play through the middle and keeping it wide, but just, you know, having those wide options but keeping it through the middle. Maybe that happens. We've got to see. I mean, I think Bellingham's performing, if I'm correct. He is. Bellingham's performing, so maybe it's quality of player. Maybe it's Pedri not doing well enough. Van der Beek not doing well enough. We've got to see. I will say, though, whenever we play Pedri in the Fernandes role of attacking midfielder, he always scores or assists. So maybe that's where he belongs, and we can drop Fernandes a bit deeper, who usually performs as well anywhere that we put him. So maybe that could be the option to get more out of Pedri as well. But we will look at that. We obviously have a number of games coming up before the winter break, which takes place for the World Cup. So we'll probably see you after the World Cup. We'll probably see you for the Liverpool game and the Man City game in January of 2023. That means the window is open. And do we have any money to spend? We do. 30.9 mil. Might be able to get some more as well. Might sell some players and see who we can bring in to bolster the side. But as always, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like, comment down below where you think we're going to finish this season. And obviously, please do subscribe. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.